Haribo, and welcome to the first video of a brand new series, Hand Practice Mantras. Today I'm going to start off with the beginning hand practice mantras. First of all, let me talk a little bit about what is a hand practice mantra. A hand practice mantra is a rhythm that you'll play on the Mridanga that's just for practice. You won't play it in a kirtan. It's not like a rhythm that you normally play to accompany a kirtan or bhajan. It's something that you play yourself at home in order to learn how to play more advanced beats later on, and especially to make your hands stronger. When you learn these hand practice beats, your hands will gain a strength in them that you did not know you had before. If you have observed the expert Mridanga players that play during kirtans, during big festivals, some of the younger Mridanga players especially that came out of the Gurukul, they are really good at Mridanga, and the reason is that they formally learned how to play several hand practice beats that later on helped them to learn amazingly complex new rhythms without too much extra effort. So this series will contain several videos outlining several different hand practice mantras. The first one we're going to learn today is called Tere Kheta. Tere Kheta is the most fundamental first hand practice beat that is taught to Mridanga learners in Gurukuls. If you learn these hand practice beats, you will later be able to extend your practice to much more complicated variations, which will allow you to play in kirtans and bhajans. Now, I'm going to show you the beat first, then I'm going to play it for a little bit so you see how it goes, and then I'm going to tell you how to practice it. So, what I said was that the beat is Tere Kheta. Te is played with the daya, the small head, and it is played with the four fingers closed together like this. Now, when you close the fingers together like this, you want to keep your thumb separate from it. And your fingers should all stay close together, and your thumb should be separate, just like a mitten. If you ever put on a mitten, which is basically a glove with two fingers, it keeps your four fingers together and your thumb separate. This is how we will be playing all of the hand practice beats. There will be no one finger taps or two finger taps. It will all be four fingers or thumb. So the first beat is called Te. Te is when you hit the daya, the small side, with all four fingers and keep it closed. Te, te, te. So the next bowl in the sequence is called Re. Re is played with the thumb. Now this is kind of unique. We haven't done that before. But when you play with the thumb, it's just a flick of the wrist, and you want to hit your thumb right across the middle of the Mridanga like this, right across the middle of the head, and it should contact your thumb all the way down to the joint here. So, and when you play it, it should bounce and sound open. It's an open sound. Re, re, re. So we've learned te, and we've learned re. Te and re. Now, the third bowl you already know if you've watched the other videos. The third bowl is Ke, which is the closed sound on the baya. Ke, Ke. And then the last bowl is Ta. Ta is with the four fingers again, and you contact on the daya, but this time it's open. Ta, ta, ta. Good. So the sequence goes Tere Kheta. Te, re, ke, ta. Te, re, ke, ta. Te, re, ke, ta. Okay, so it's a very simple sequence. Te, re, ke, ta. Now, when you play this, make sure that as you swing your hand to and fro like this, that you never spread apart your fingers. If you spread apart your fingers, it will slow you down as you get faster and faster. You want to keep them together, and by keeping them together, your hits will be very crisp. You may not see a difference at a very slow speed like this if you spread apart your fingers, but as it gets faster, you need to keep them together like this, like a mitten. Think a mitten, so that it sounds crisp. At first, you may want to try putting a little rubber band and clasping your fingers together so that they stay together. Now, when you practice this beat, you should play it for at least 10 minutes at the same speed. Yeah, you heard me correctly. 10 minutes. Why is that? Because you really need to just internalize it into your muscles and bones. This should be something that you don't even have to think about. So 15 minutes, you stay at the same speed. 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Now, after the next 10 to 15 minutes, you want to speed up again and play it at a faster speed. And then again for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then again to another 10 to 15 minutes. Ideally, you should be practicing these hand practice mantras for half an hour a day. If you really want to get good, half an hour a day. And that's continuous without any breaks. If you can do that, you will really get good in a very short time. So let me show you how it works. First, you want to start at a slow speed. Say the bowls as you play it. Tere, ke, ta, tere, ke, ta, tere, ke, ta, tere, ke, ta, tere, ke, ta. And speed up a little bit. Tere, kheta, tere, kheta. And then again and again until you can get very fast. Tere, kheta, tere, kheta, tere. When you get faster and faster, make sure that you keep every single hit crisp. It should be a very simple sequence, very easy to hear sequence of closed, open, closed, open, closed, open, closed, open. Okay. Now, there is one more variation of this mantra that you should also practice. After you get good at Tere Kheta, then you should practice the next variation. Tere Kheta, Tere Tere Kheta. Okay? Very simple. Tere Kheta, Tere Tere Kheta. So that's just the same one that you learn already. Tere Kheta. And then on the next cycle, you play Tere twice. Like that. Tere Kheta, Tere Tere Kheta. Tere Kheta, Tere 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 Kheta. That's another variation that we'll show you later. But for this one, for this week, this video, please practice Tere Kheta and Tere Tere Kheta. That's number one. Number two is thank you.